Hey guys, welcome to Thomas Tools. Today we have a product overview of these traditional Japanese knives. These are called Higonokamis. So a little bit of a backstory, Higonokamis is the most famous folding knife design in Japan. In the 60s and 70s, a lot of people who carried knives in Japan carried a Higonokami. Although now it's famous around the world as an outdoor, as a traditional kind of knife. Now, currently all Higonokamis are handmade by artisan cutlery craftsman Mr. I might mess up this name. Mr. Mitsu Nagao. I'm so sorry. He is a 5th generation Higonokami maker. And Higonokamis are patented. So although there are plenty of people trying to copy their designs, Mr. Nagao is the only person on earth who is allowed to make these original knives right here. So let's talk about the knives. I'm just going to open this up. We have 3 specimens right here. This one is called the Bombay Wood. Okay, Higonokami. The wood material is Bombay Wood. We have here, this is wood iron. And then we have this one at the bottom, which I believe is called the Higonokami Wood Persimmon. Alright, so I'm just going to arrange them. They're a little free spinning, but that's all good. Let's talk about the blade steel. The blade steel, of course, coming from Japan. We have a Japanese blade steel. We have VG10 right here, which is a good budget kind of steel. It is a stainless steel. It has okay edge retention, especially for the budget price. We have a blade length of 70mm or 2.83 inches. We have a close length or the handle material of 3.86 inches and a total length of 6.69 inches. The weight of these guys kind of like range at about 28 grams. Sometimes different wood would have different weights, but around 28 gram. We have a deployment method of an extended tang, which we will talk about a little bit later, and a friction lock, meaning there is actually no real detent. Okay, everything here is held simply by friction. And once you open this, the locking mechanism is actually your thumb. So you're going to hold this, you're going to rely on the friction of the pivot and the strength of your thumb to stop it from closing down on you. Let's talk about the handles. The handle is a single chunk of wood right here. As you can see, there is no split. It is just one piece of wood that is carved out, and then the knife is screwed in, and then it's pretty much locked into place by that pivot. So let's talk about these knives. These knives, as I mentioned, are traditional Japanese knives. They're not they're not designed to be hard use. They're not designed to be daily users in a traditional EDC sense, but they are designed to be a knife that is carried around in style. This is definitely a lot of form, a lot of style, and it does sacrifice a little bit of function. And let me explain to you why. The first of which is that there's no lock. Okay, so this can be only used for light tasks, such as maybe cutting open envelopes, cutting open or cutting out some paper, maybe cutting open some food packaging. This is going to be a good knife for you. Something that doesn't require you to do any kind of rough slicing or up and down kind of motion on the blade, where this could open up. Where this could close up on you. It also doesn't have a pocket clip, so if you're going to carry this in your pocket, it is very light. It's very light and very small. However, you do want to have some kind of pocket sleeve or something that this can slot into, maybe even a leather sheath that this can slot into, so that you can keep it in your pants, just in case you want to avoid this kind of like going out, because there is no detent holding it in. A couple of things that might surprise you is that if you look somewhere in the middle there, okay, where this integral part here is, that is actually where the heel of the blade rests. So sometimes when you close it up, okay, and then you open it up, you keep doing that, you might find like a bit of a the sharpness of this heel here kind of go off. That's because the heel of the blade here is kind of resting on that little wooden piece right there. So just so you know, you're gonna definitely want to sharpen this every once in a while. This part here which rests on that is gonna go blunt. So with that being said, who is this knife for? This knife is definitely for the kind of person who wants something a little bit more stylish in life, for the kind of person who wants a bit more form in their life. It's not going to be the most functional knife ever. It's running on a medium height flat grind, so it's not going to be that sharp behind the edge, although if you can sharpen it yourself, that would be great as well. This is after all a tool. But if you're the kind of person that wants something even more hard use, something that locks up, something that makes you feel a little bit safer when you're like really bearing down on the knife, then you might want to get a locking blade. But if you are the kind of person that enjoys the finer things in life, this is going to be the knife for you. Okay guys, if you want to know more about this knife, if you want to know more about the maker as well, you can check out thomastools.com.my. And of course, have a nice day.